Colombia agrees to all of President Trump's deportation terms to avoid tariffs, but sanctions and certain other punishments are still going to go into effect. This is, of course, just a little jab, a little love tap to remind them that they are not they are not the ones calling the shots. Not when it comes to situations that involve the United States of America. President Trump is going to punish them ever so slightly, but at the very least, things are going to continue forward. Their Marxist president decided to play Mr. Tough Guy and deny U.S. military flights that contain their citizens. It's like, hey, don't give us back our citizens, yeah, because you already took them in. Joe Biden took them in, so they're your problem now. Stop sending them to us. Well, President Trump replied with extraordinarily harsh sanctions. And then the president of Colombia decided to come out and say, oh, we're going to go send my plane to pick them up. That's supposed to be some sort of combination of still being Mr. Tough Guy, but by establishing, look, we will control this. And then, of course, whatever happened on the back end, whatever negotiations were held to alleviate the tariffs, they being Colombia, decided, we better just cut our losses and accept it. Here's a press release from Press Secretary Karoline Leavitt. I bet you she didn't realize when she took this job that she would be seeing so much action in the first week. According to the press release, the Government of Colombia has agreed to all of President Trump's terms, including unrestricted acceptance of all illegal aliens from Colombia returned from the United States, including on U.S. military aircraft without limitations or delay. Based on this agreement, the fully drafted IEEPA tariffs and sanctions will be held in reserve and not signed unless Colombia fails to honor this agreement. The visa sanctions issued by the State Department and enhanced inspections from Customs and Border Protection will remain in effect until the first plane load of Colombian deportees is successfully returned. Today's events make clear to the world that America is respected again. President Trump will continue to fiercely protect our nation's sovereignty, and he expects all other nations of the world to fully cooperate in accepting the deportation of their citizens illegally present in the United States. Look, currently this is our problem, right? But they have to, I don't care if they help, they just can't stop us from solving our problem with their citizens. Okay, Colombia, I don't know what they were thinking. None of this makes sense. I don't know if this was a test. Somebody had to poke the bear to see if the bear's going to bite back. Well, guess what? The bear bit back. And now they're going to get a little minor punishment. But it's funny because the left, they really went after it hard. I don't think they expected the Colombian president to back down so fast, because they were going to ride the wave of, AOC had this super viral tweet. It had like 80,000 or so likes on it saying, these tariffs are a tax on Americans, and now your coffee prices are going to go up, and this is just something about how this is just helping Trump's billionaire friends. It's like, what? No, we just want Colombia to accept their citizens, to take them back because they're here illegally, and the ones that we're sending back, at least initially, are violent and breaking the law. This is their problem. Right now, it's our problem. We're making it their problem because they did not stop it from becoming our problem. This is not about, Trump's billionaire friends are wanting coffee tariffs. I mean, sorry, AOC. I'm not one of those guys that just jumps on the whole AOC is stupid bandwagon, okay? But in this case, there's no other conclusion. She's just stupid. And she's not alone, to be fair. Many leftist journalists and pundits and talking heads and, of course, politicians themselves, like AOC, like Pocahontas Warren, they were all, tariffs are... Don't forget, Democrats loved tariffs before. Okay, Chuck Schumer in particular was pushing for tariffs way back in the Obama days, I think even in the Bush days, and now all of a sudden it's like, oh my gosh, tariffs are a tax. It's like, isn't that what the conservatives were saying for a long time? Many of them still say. Yeah, in this case, using tariffs as a negotiation tool, it reversed a very bad policy put forth by Colombia. It reversed that policy in a matter of hours. So don't tell me that tariffs can't be used as a tool. Not a single tariff was signed, and yet not a single Colombian coffee beans price rose as a result of the tariffs that were not signed. But guess what? Very dangerous Colombian illegal aliens, criminals, are being sent back as a result of even the threat of tariffs. So don't tell me, oh, America is a worse place because there was a chance that coffee prices might have gone up for a short period of time. No, America is far safer under Donald Trump than it ever was under Joe Biden or Democrat rule. If you like these short clips, you can find all of them over at jdrucker.com/rumble1, the number one, jdrucker.com/rumble1. That's my other Rumble channel where I put all the shorter stuff, as well as the long stuff. If you just want the full shows, follow me on my main Rumble channel at jdrucker.com/rumble, jdrucker.com/rumble. And of course, if you want long, short, doesn't matter, you can find all of those over at X. x.com/jdrucker.